During times of uncertainty, it's comforting to know we have a healthcare system in our community that's been committed to supporting us for well over a century. In this current time, we are standing together, and our bond is stronger than ever. KDMC, caring for our community like no one else can.
Coach, I guess a simple question to start it is, what spurred that comeback? Would you tell your guys in the locker room to get them to come out and play with that energy and fire in the second game?
You know what? I wish I could take credit for it. I thought we had great leadership within the team. I thought Abdul and DJ, Iverson, Tolu, all those guys stepped up and really played with a great impassioned fire. We were so much better the second half. Defensively, they shot only, 38%, 39% for the second half. We only turned it over 3 times in the second half. We really won the battle of the boards in the second half. Really, really phenomenal job. I thought DJ really got us going when we were down. We kept running stuff to get him shots, and he kept delivering. How many shots did he make in a row there, guys? Because he was unbelievable.
13 points.
13 points in a row?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, he was incredible there. We kept going to him, and you can see he's a hard guy to defend. And then I thought Iverson did a great job. You know, they had 36 points between the two of them in the second half, and they were good shots. You know, I thought Davon gave us a huge lift off the bench. When we had the 3 of them in together, the 3 guards together, I thought that really opened the floor for us. They were really pressuring us, really bothered us with their pressure in the first half. Having 3 basically point guards in there together at the same time really opened up things for us offensively, and also made us better defensively. I thought Tolu had a great game today. You look at his numbers, he had 15 and 9, almost a double-double. And we did a really good job the second half defensively. You know, Tillman is a load, and, we were fortunate that we were going at him, and he got in foul trouble. That helped us. Pinson really runs their team incredibly well. This is a really good team that we defeated today. I mean, they're, top 10 in the net, 13 ranked in the country. I mean, they're definitely an NCAA tournament team. So this is a huge shot in the arm for our guys for a confidence level.
To answer your question, DJ made 6 consecutive shots for you in the second half.
Yeah, there you go. So he made 6 shots in a row, and it was just incredible, that run. I was so proud of him because he didn't have a good first half. He had 4 turnovers, and the second half he really, learned from his mistakes, and obviously it took it to a new level. He was unbelievable.
It looked like that he and Iverson, you talked about having basically 3 point guards out there at the same time. It looked like the driving lanes and the opportunities for them to get to the rim in the second half were there a lot more than when it looked like Mizzou was kind of collapsing and helping and clogging the paint up in the first half. Did you do anything to open the game up for them, or was that just a result?
Yeah, we did. We kind of spread the floor and ran stuff to get them, and they kind of changed some of their defenses. We were really attacking the bigs with the guard, like especially Iverson, but also DJ. They were every time they were in a ball screen, they were attacking their bigs and going at them, and then trying to snake by them and pull up for jumpers or get to the rim. And we shot 68% in the second half. I mean, that's phenomenal. And how about we made 19 out of 21 from the foul line tonight for 90%. And today we had our best day as a team where we shoot 100 at the end of our shoot around, and we made 81 out of 100. So it directly correlates to what you do in practice with how you perform in the game.
Last one for me, and I'll get out of the way. You've been doing this for 25 years. Your team's down 14 in the first half. You wind up completely flipping the game around and winning by 15. I know you've been doing this a long time. Does this feeling ever get old?
Are you suggesting I'm old, Neil?
I'm not suggesting that you're old. I'm just asking, have you done this enough times that this is not a new feeling for you? Because it was pretty cool to watch from up.
Well, let me tell you something. To come back like that against a top 10 team in the country is just incredibly thrilling. And I'm just so happy for the fans. I'm so thankful for what a great job our fans did. The fans they allow in are awesome and got really loud, got behind us, the parents of the kids. Our guys, our locker room, needless to say, was fun after this game. They were having a good time. So It was really, really great. I'm so happy for our guys. And this was such a long grind that we just went through. These first 3 games, we came back from Christmas, and basically it was, 11 days of just grinding it out. So tomorrow I'm so happy for our guys to get an actual complete day off to really heal their bodies and come back. And so I'm really excited, for them. So excited for our players. They do have to pick up their books tomorrow, so they're getting ready for school here coming up soon.
Thank you.
You bet.
We'll start the media portion with Paul Jones. Paul, go ahead.
Coach, with JD out tonight and possibly out for the next couple of games, is that the kind of look you're going to more in the future with Cam at the 4 and playing the 3 guards?
Yeah, and it'll vary. We also, I thought Derek Fountain played really well for us in practice yesterday, and so he'll get some minutes as well. And we'll have Quentin back up at the 5, and we'll use that lineup again, I'm sure. I thought that the lineup we used tonight with the 3 guards in there, though, was really critical for us, and I want to get to where we can do that as well.
We'll swing it over to Joel Coleman, and then we'll go to Garrett. Joel, go ahead.
Ben, I know that there's no such thing as a must-win game. I guess they're all kind of must-wins for all you guys every night that you come out. But given what happened last time out against Kentucky and the heartbreak and the hurt that you talked about that was in the locker room that night, how big was it to come out and get this win tonight and kind of, I guess maybe to some degree, fully erase what happened the other night?
It doesn't erase it, but it sure feels good to, after a brutal defeat, you guys remember the old ABC, ad for the Wide World of Sports, the agony of defeat, and, the thrill of victory is, there's no question that's what it feels like. And, we beat a really good team. I can't stress. I mean, they're really well coached. I said that last February 29th, that when we played them a year ago, that they were really good. They were a tournament team the coming year, and they're tough. I mean, they're a really, really tough team. So it was good to get not only a win, but a quality win over a big-time opponent.
Go ahead, Garrett.
Tillman in the first half looked like he was just such a presence in the post, and then of course he picks up a 4th foul with about 8 minutes left. What kind of a difference does he make for Missouri? How tough is he to guard down there?
He's really tough to guard. He's having his best year. I think he's done a good job staying out of foul trouble. I think this, was a game that was one of the few games he's been in foul trouble, and so that was huge for us. And we talked about that, trying to go at him and trying to attack him, to put him in that situation because he's so good offensively and they run. I mean, he and Pinson are really on the same page. I mean, Pinson hits him all the time for those little slip lobs. And, so I'm really impressed with their team. They're a very difficult team to prepare for and to play, and really proud of our guys. And, in answering Neil a little bit, down 14, to end up winning by 15, yeah, that's crazy. But that's what makes this game so exciting. And, we did it with 2-point shots. We were only 3 for 6 from 3. They were really pressed out and into us. And, we won the game today at the mid-range shot and then also made all our foul shots.
Got time for a couple more for Coach. We'll go to Robbie, then we'll go to Courtney.
Hey, Ben, I know that DJ did some good things in SEC play last year and really started to come on then, but he's a guy that you've really asked to do a lot offensively this year with not bringing back a whole lot of guys on offense. How do you feel like he's really elevated his game the last couple of years?
He's really a great kid, an unbelievable work ethic. I just love, how hard he plays. And he plays both ends of the floor. It's not just offense. He's also, our best perimeter defender. And I'm playing him a ton of minutes. He's leading the league in minutes played. It's just hard to get him a lot of time out. So he's playing through a lot of fatigue at times. But I'm really, really just, so excited for him because he's worked so hard and he's enjoying the fruits of his labor here by how he's performing. And I think he's only going to continue to improve and grow as a player. Unbelievable family, just great kid. He's a zero maintenance player, a great student, does everything he's supposed to do. He's always early to everything. He's like, your coach's dream.
Go ahead, Courtney.
your team develop just from that game against Kentucky the other day to pulling out a win like this today?
Well, I thought they really showed a lot of moxie and a lot of character to bounce back, especially when we were struggling early. I mean, they had us down 14, as Neil pointed out. We were down 12 at the half. We talked about how important it was to come out and really, play with great passion and great energy and play together and stay together out there, and stay positive. And I thought, my assistant coaches did a phenomenal job. I thought the bench was phenomenal for the players. They're really, encouraging them at all times. It's just so fun because it's such a team thing for our team. We have such a great family atmosphere in this program. And probably this year's team, family atmosphere has just been tremendous and really, really fun. If you ask the players, I think they'd echo that. I thought Cameron Matthews played big for us down the stretch too. I took Tolu out to give him a blow, and he played so well, I couldn't take him back out. And the lob play that Davon hit him for that lob dunk was really exciting and just a fun experience. I thought Davon, again, was tremendous today. I thought there was a little sequence there where we kept pushing the ball, and one of them was a lob, one of them was him finishing with his left hand. I mean, you can see he's as fast, as quick as anybody in our league. And I think he's really starting to, get it right now. I really do. I think this is another boast of, positive feedback for him. Between Georgia and this game, he's played well in 2 of the last 3 games for us, big time. Better defensively, too. I mean, he's guarding one of the best point guards in the league. I thought he did a great job on Pinson, really, staying in front of him.
Joel, go ahead and wrap it up, and then we'll get DJ in.
Ben, you kind of hit on it just a minute ago, talking about your plans with him out. Is there anything specifically you can share about JD as far as maybe how long he'll be out or anything like that?
Just that he wasn't available tonight. It's nothing in terms of discipline or anything of that nature. And that he won't be available on Saturday, and he won't be available when we come back next week. So he's out, for the next 10 days.
Thank you, Coach.
Okay, thank you.
DJ, Coach talked about how tough it was for you to get into the paint against Mizzou's defense in the first half. What changed for you in the second half tonight?
When I was coming off in the first half, they was just clogging the paint. So in the second half, I just thought that I just had to be more patient and trying to make other plays for my teammates, and trying to make other plays with my teammates. Shots came open for me when my teammates make the open shots that I'm making, so they had to not help as much.
You made 6 consecutive shots at one point in the second half. Do you realize that you're in that kind of groove when that stuff starts happening, or are you truly just in another world when that's going on?
Yeah, I'll be kind of zoned out. I really just be so focused on just trying to, because I knew that we needed a person to step up to try to fight back to get the dub. So I just had to lock in and put the team on the shoulders, and it happened.
What's the message when you're down 14 in the first half and things don't look so great that kind of keeps you guys going, that sets you up for that comeback?
Just keep fighting. Don't give up. Keep fighting.
Thank you, DJ.
We'll start the media portion with Garrett, and then we'll go to Paul. Garrett, go ahead.
DJ, obviously, coming off the loss on Saturday, as deflating as that was, how much of a shot in the arm was this for the team to beat the team like Missouri that's ranked as high as they are, and really prove that you guys are capable of sustaining a full half like you guys did in the second half tonight?
We just treat every game the same. Every game is a big game in the conference play.
Go ahead, Paul.
DJ, I'm sure you had some moments like that in high school where you got in the zone like that, but you ever felt like that before in your college career and felt like you were in the zone like that before tonight?
I want to say last year against Tennessee.
We'll swing it over to Robbie, and then we'll go to Tyler.
DJ, you mentioned that game you had against Tennessee, and you had several games like that last year where you really stepped up in conference play. this year you've been asked to do even more offensively. You're one of the few returners, and I mean, you're still just a sophomore. How do you feel like you've transitioned into that role, into being, the guy offensively, you and Iverson kind of taking over games like that?
I just feel like we put in the work, we waited our turn, and now all the hard work is paying off.
We'll wrap it up with Tyler for DJ. Actually, we'll go Tyler, then Joel to wrap it up for DJ, and then we'll get Abdul in. Tyler, then Joel.
DJ, Coach Howland mentioned having you, Iverson, and Dave out on the floor at the same time, kind of spacing the floor out and letting you guys get to your spot and hit shots. How much do you think that helped tonight, and what do you think that lineup can do for you guys going forward?
We have like certain different options when like Iverson and Dave went on the court. Like they all can like drive, they can shoot. So it really opened the floor for me, and for them when they had a ball, because we all can score and make plays for each other.
Joel, go ahead.
DJ, man, whenever you're in the zone like you were, hitting those shots just back to back to back to back, is that really when you look around the hump and there's not as many people in here? I don't know how much you guys, are used to playing in front of, whether it's here or on the road. This year you've been in front of small crowds. You may be used to it by now after what you've done this year. But do you kind of look around a little bit and what kind of goes through your mind thinking about how loud it could have been?
I really don't kind of try to pay attention to all that. Our bench give us all the energy in the world. Shout out to our bench.
Thanks, DJ.
Yeah, I could see you there. For a moment, I was worried at 6'11", you weren't going to fit. You got a big grin on your face, and Coach Howland just told us a little while ago that that locker room tonight, very fun, and he told us that after Saturday that locker room was pretty hurt because of the way that game got away. What was the difference tonight that led to a fun locker room for your team?
I felt like the loss from the last game, the previous game, motivated us way more, and then the seasons where they have us finishing the season in the SEC, we do not like that, and we don't truly believe that's where we're supposed to, that's how our season is going to end, because we don't feel like we're a 12 seed team. We feel like we're supposed to be way above. So that motivates us every day to come in and work. And then the last game, which we felt like we gave it our best, apart from the little mistakes we made, which really pissed us off way more. And so we decided to come in today and give it our best, take care of business, take care of the ball, rebound way more, and I think we out-rebounded them. So we decided to come in and, just take care of business.
Abdul, this is a very veteran team that you guys beat tonight. They had 5 seniors. They got some fifth-year guys included in that. You're the old guy on this team as a fifth-year senior. Jalen, too, who's played a lot of basketball at different stops, obviously, but what are you trying to tell young guys to get them to settle down after it looked like maybe offensively you were trying to force things a little bit against that veteran team in the first half?
For one, we have. I told them in the locker room, nothing is in the SEC is easy. Nothing, A lot of people could think just because you're playing at home, the referees might favor you or the whole game might go your way. I try to let them know, no matter what, you come in every day, you have to play harder than the other team. You have to play 2 times, 3 times harder than the other team, because they have a chip on their shoulder. Whenever they go on the road, they also want to win, because it's almost, when you win on the road, it feels like you won the Olympics or something, So we have to come out there and play from the start as like we are down 20. So, and obviously Missouri is a veteran team. They had everybody coming back from last year. They didn't lose anybody. They added a couple of guys. So I try to tell them we have to play smart, play our game, don't play their game. Try to control the pace of the game. Don't make them speed you up. Just play within your rhythm, So, yeah.
Okay, so if winning a game on the road's like the Olympics, what's erasing a 14-point deficit and flipping the script like when you win by 15? Is that just like the NBA Finals or something?
I could say the NBA Finals and the Olympics combined.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
We'll start the media questions with Garrett, and then we'll go to Tyler. Just a reminder to queue up any questions in the chat if you have them. Go ahead, Garrett.
Abdul, Tillman, and Missouri in the first half seemed like they were getting a lot of good looks in the post. Obviously, some defensive adjustments in the second half. What do you think you guys did to really kind of take away the post game late in the second half?
Like you said, the second half we came back and we adjusted on the defensive end. We made a couple of mistakes in the first half. We came back in the locker room, and we all talked to each other. We had a conversation about who's supposed to help, everybody has to know where they're supposed to be at a certain place. So we just discussed that amongst each other because we have to communicate, which I felt like we didn't do the first half. There was no communication between any of us. So when we came to the locker room, we talked to each other and we decided, hey, we have to talk and we have to let each other know who to help, when to close out, and stuff like that.
Go ahead, Tyler, and then we'll go to Joel.
Joel, obviously DJ and Iverson got really hot there in the second half. I'm just curious, as a post player, when you see your guards coming down the floor and it feels like they're going to make the shot. What's that like when you're standing underneath the basket and watching them actually do that time after time?
We have like a motto that Coach Howland always says. Everybody, the 4 and the 5, we have to crash the glass no matter what, until we see it go into the basket before we run back back to defense. But it's exciting when you just see your guards just going on a run and just get hot. It's almost like you had to pour water on them to kind of cool them off for a little bit. But it's exciting. I love to see my teammate progress. It's when you see a teammate doing well, you are excited for them. When you see them doing bad, you try to pick them up and still try to let them know that you have their back no matter what. So it's exciting, and you just keep cheering them up as time goes by and just see them keep doing well.
We'll actually go ahead and go to Courtney next. And if there's any other questions for Abdul, put them in the chat. If not, Courtney, you'll be the last one tonight.
Joel, you mentioned just how this team feels that 12th seeded ranking not fair for you guys. What does a win like tonight tell people?
This means a lot. This means a lot. Somebody was telling me this is one of the biggest win I've had since I've been here against a ranked team. But one thing I've learned is no matter what, as Mississippi State, I love this team. I love this program. We are very underrated. No matter what we do, no matter what the progress we've made, no matter, it could be anything, we just don't get the credit we deserve. That's how I feel. We've since I've been here, we've always have to prove people wrong. And it's nothing new to us. And we don't, we love that, because we just get to prove people wrong and just get to show people how much we've worked, we've shed blood and tears for this, So, yeah, we love the hate, but, they can put us 12. It doesn't matter. It's how we respond to the whole thing. And we take it personal. So we're just going to come out here and take care of business every day. So